Alright, we'll get straight into one of my favourite questions. Ashton, what's your favourite subject in selective, and how can the kids prepare for it and get a superior, basically?
So personally, my favorite subject was verbal reasoning. So what I did to prepare for it, like, it's a very vocab heavy test. So definitely, like, you want to be trying to expand your vocab. You can use vocab books. What I personally did, all the words I didn't know, I put them into an Anki deck, like flashcards.
Who told you about Anki?
Dev did, yeah. So, yeah, that's it for vocab. Otherwise, like, it's really, like, it's basically just logical puzzles.
Exactly.
Like, if you have good critical thinking skills, I think it's a really easy test. You just have to be able to, like,
sort of reason your way through things, right? Yeah, like, one of the things we used to talk about a lot last year, and I remember it's a hard message to get across, but like, you genuinely have to, like, break things down into as little things as possible, and then eventually you get the big picture. Like, do you remember cryptic clues?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, I remember cryptic clues. It's a lot of fun because, like, everyone's always like, what the hell? But it eventually makes sense. Like, do you remember when I was teaching that cryptic clue, lion's house cross, and then what it made out to, and it was the country? Remember, we used to split
Denmark.
it up. See, that one, and it was one of my favorite ones because you have to split up every little bit. So, lion's cross, lion's house cross, and, like, what's a lion's house? Like, initially you're like forest, jungle, blah blah blah. Eventually, okay, maybe den cross, I don't know, disappointed cross, whatever, mark, Denmark. That's your answer, and it's the best feeling as well when you get it.
Yeah, it's overall just a really fun test. The subject as a whole, I don't think it's the hardest. I think it's personally one of the easiest subjects, and that's why I enjoyed it so much. Like, it's fun, it challenges you in a good way, and yeah,
exactly. I completely agree with Ashton. I think it's hard at the start, especially when you see all these words and you're like, I have no, like, discombobulate, what does that mean? You know, like, you look at all these words, but I think as you build those words, right? So one of the things, like I told you, was Anki's, right? What was the way you used to build your deck? Where did you get your words, basically?
So my words, all the tests that we used to do, like, whenever I saw a word that I didn't recognize or I didn't know the meaning of, like, I would just look up what it meant. I would find the definition. Like, for example, take the word, like, choleric, right? I didn't know what it meant. I would look up the meaning. I would see, it means, like, angry or, like, frustrated. And I would just put that into Anki with, like, a few synonyms of the word.
Exactly, yeah,
so
exactly.
Really cool. Yeah.
Exactly. So, to all of you guys, and I say this to all the students, and I told Ashton and all the gang last year as well, right? It's okay not to know all the words. We have, like, you know, I don't know so many words in English, no one does, but you just learn them, right? When you pick up a new word in a VR test, and there'll be at least 5 to 10 in every test, minimum, that you don't know. Especially if it's my test, then they're cooked, and there'll be so many. But just look at the word, find a synonym, bang. Like, the word vex, and it's like, I've never heard this word, I don't know what it means. Search it up, and it's like, it means annoy, irritate. Just learn that. Vex, to annoy or to irritate. Problem solved. You remember it.
Exactly.
You can use it in your writing. That's great. Awesome. Good tips, Ashton.
Thanks.